Okay, everyone, the Bridge for Math is back at you. Today, we're going to start introducing you to determinants, matrices, and the such. So let's look at notation first. If you see 2x2, your gut instinct is it's 2 times 2 is 4. But in the context of something called a matrix, it actually means 2 by 2. You'll say a 2 by 2 matrix. Where look at this matrix. It looks like you have brackets around these letters. Well, the letters are coefficients that represents numbers. So you remember the Keanu Reeves movie, The Matrix? Well, it means technology, it means math. A matrix simply defined is just an array of numbers contained in these brackets. Well, you might say, who cares? I can just tell you this. The math behind matrices and determinants allows people to solve some crazy questions. But right now, you just want to be able to solve some of this homework. So let's check it out. Capital letter A here, we're saying this is matrix A. Matrix A is 2 rows by 2 columns. Hence, this is a 2 by 2 matrix. And I always think of my baseball days as a little kid. RC Cola was the sponsor of Little League Baseball. So I never get this backwards. I hope you don't either. Think RC Cola. Rows by columns. So let's look at this matrix. Do you see the brackets? We call this matrix B. This time I put numbers in it. But if I went up to you and said, tell me the order of that matrix, O-R-D-E-R, the order of that matrix, you'd say, well, it's a 2 by 3. Okay, what do you mean by a 2 by 3? 2 rows by 3 columns. So we're giving you some notation, some words so you get comfortable with this idea of a matrix. Well, there's something very important about a matrix. It's a single number that you can get from every matrix, and that single number is a determinant. So let's look at the formula for a determinant. In this case, the determinant of matrix A, here's some notation, DET for determinant, or look at this, those look like, say it, they look like absolute value bars, don't they? But in context, and again why sometimes math as a language is troubling, in context, this means the determinant. So if you see the vertical bars in context with the matrix, you're saying you're looking for a determinant. Look how easy this definition is for a 2 by 2 matrix. It's simply take the numbers inside the matrix and cross multiply. It's A times D minus C times B. Now I put parentheses here to help you with order of operations, and I recommend you develop that habit. Notice I put sexy red as the subtraction sign here, because where the most errors occur is subtracting in these negative signs. You're going to see that when we do this example behind the board. So again, determinant, very important value that you can get from a matrix. Let's look at a question that you might face. So here is a determinant. I hope you recognize it's 2 rows by 2 columns. So it's a 2 by 2 matrix. But we're trying to solve the determinant of it. Say the determinant's equal to 23. It looks like we have an equation here. The question says solve for x. So what do we have to do? Well, first of all, let's look at the old formula for the 2 by 2 determinant. Simply A times D minus C times B. Or as I like to say, Dr. B style, I put the parentheses here again, right? Remember the parentheses? This is what most textbooks will give you. One important thing, when you hear me do lectures and videos and tutorials, I like to say location theory. Location, location, location. Look at this A. I've circled it, sexy red. That A, if you were to tell someone, where is that A? I hope you'd say, oh yeah, it's the top left. That A is in the top left. Well, come over here to the question that's given to you. What's in the top left? Oh, it's x minus 1. So the A here is represented by x minus 1. That's important. Why do people sometimes get confused with all these wacky formulas? Tell me the truth. When you're looking at A, do you see one letter? Yeah, you see A. You see a single letter. But in reality, think of this as a location. What's there is your A. Likewise, look at the C value in the bottom left. It's x plus 2. So C is represented by x plus 2. Now that you understand what each term means, you can multiply. So A times D is x minus 1 times 4. You don't have to put the parentheses like I did if it feels like you're scared, but I want you to understand that these blue parentheses, a times d, are these blue parentheses. Take the a, multiply it. Do you see how you distribute? What's x minus 1 times 4? 4x minus 4. So you're comfortable with multiplying it out. Distribute it. Notice I keep this sexy red, the minus sign. Now this is where you're going to see why the parentheses help you. X plus 2 times negative 3 is negative 3x minus 6. What happens when you subtract across parentheses? You subtract everything over here. It makes the minus minus become a plus. That's where people make mistakes, but you won't. You're going to be careful. You add the like terms. 4x plus 3x, you get 7x. Negative 4 and 6, you get positive 2. It's equal to that 23 you started with. So trying to find the x that makes that true. You want to get the x's, the letters on the left, you get x's alone. So subtract 2 from both sides. 7x equals 21. Boom! Money green, you get x equals 3. What did we do? We practiced determinant formula for a 2 by 2. You kind of found an equation, but you did great. I hope this helps you. This is the Bridge for Math coming at you. You take care, and good luck with everything.